holidays can be tough for families impacted by mental health struggles, but 3 local Boise businesses are teaming up to bring hope and awareness through a special project. It's a collaboration between the Continuation Project, Tater Joe Apparel, and Nika Bake & Co., and all proceeds will support mental health right here in Idaho. So joining us are Jokosti Lapp, Jake Stockton, and Casey Mooney to tell us more. So Jake, tell us how the Continuation Project got started, what inspired it.
So November 17th, 2023, my oldest son, Cade Parrish, took his life. After a while, I wanted to find a way to bring hope. We were in the midst of a cluster then, and I had gone to a meeting at Boise High, kind of like a informational meeting, and it clearly wasn't for me. But one of the slides said that in this time you have to have hope. And I could imagine how hard it would be for someone else to tell a bunch of these families and kids and friends suffering to have hope. But I thought it might sound better coming from me. So we had a kickball tournament last year. And it went so well, and I met so many amazing groups and people, and I had so much help. It became this like incredible grief journey for me. And as I went, I realized how many more groups I could help, how many other ways there are to help and types of people. And so the Continuation Project came about as a way to help you get through whatever is hard right now so that you can do whatever it is that you do. Because I think ultimately that is suicide prevention. And at the end of the day, we want you to continue living.
Yeah, and talk about it, because it's something that people don't want to talk about, right? It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, and say the word.
Yeah, they don't want to say the word, but I mean, I think you've probably learned through your journey that you're not alone in it, you know?
So many more people than I ever would have guessed.
Yeah. So Jokosti and Casey, tell us how this initiative came to be.
Yeah, well, I started my local baking business about a year ago, and it had always been a dream goal to give back to the community, because when I started, the community gave so much back to me, supporting me, rallying behind me. It's a pain that I wish I didn't share with Jake, but I lost my abuelo to suicide 7 years ago, and it was just something where I was like, what can I do to spread some hope, spread some awareness. And so I reached out to Casey and I said, hey, like, we're both moms, we've been on park dates, and she's kind of been there at the beginning through my journey and really supported me. And I said, hey, like, I have this idea. Do you want to be on board to do it? And she instantly was like, yes, let's do it. And so we started going back and forth. We came up with the design together, and I wanted to run it for the week of my birthday and kind of honor my grandpa, my family, my business, local businesses, local organizations, and just really wanted to have a time for our community to back each other.
That's so beautiful. Casey, did you want to add to that at all?
Just for me, it's been so fun to be able to support her in this. And I have my own business that I started, and I've been able to help businesses grow and have their dreams come true. And so, like, for her, when she reached out and said, can I, what do you think of this? I was just, yes, let me help support you and help get that out there. And so being able to print these for her has been something that I feel honored to do. And so she can remember her grandpa, and then just bringing this bringing just awareness to this month in the suicide prevention month.
And it's been amazing too, because a lot of people have been messaging about like the semicolon, like a lot of people don't know what the semicolon means, and so I obviously wanted to like honor my family in other ways by having my logo on the back, but then the semicolon kind of reaching out to people in a way saying your story is not over. It's not a full stop. You can continue. Like, there are people who have your back, your support. We can all rally around each other. Like you were saying, a lot of people feel like they are alone and they don't want to talk about it. And I feel like by seeing it already, I was walking around just wearing it because I was like, I'm so excited. And people are like, what does a semicolon mean? Like, not everybody knows. And so
for those that don't know, what does it mean?
A lot of authors use it in their books, in their sentences. It's not a period, so it's not a full stop. You can choose to continue, or what you do with that second chance or choice after. Your story doesn't have to end. You have support. So it's kind of like that. Just, you can do this. You have people. You are not alone, and you can continue your story.
And I love that the semicolon says so much without really having to say anything. Like, you see that and you know. Right? If you do know about it, right?
Yeah.
So how will money raised from this fundraiser help local families and organizations?
So I've been kicking around a couple of ideas with a few members of my board, because I kind of feel like I just became kind of legitimate, and so I'm still a little like fresh and new, and feeling a little bit of the ability that we have. So we've talked about some initiatives to help teens, especially who are in more of a mental health crisis. And then we have a couple of initiatives we already have to promote connection and spreading hope. And we're going to figure out how to stretch this pretty far. We're pretty good at making $1 out of 15 cents.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're doing great work. So where can viewers go to learn more, to order a sweatshirt?
Yeah, if you go to nikabakeco.com, I always want to throw the and in there, but nikabakeco.com, that's where the sweatshirts are linked.
Okay.
We each have our own Instagrams, and we're like blasting out there. We're only doing it for 1 week, so we're like hitting the ground. Jake has his Instagram page, Casey has hers, so all of our Instagrams are up and have links to the sweatshirts.
Awesome. Such an important message that you guys are sharing, such a great cause. So thank you
you.
Thank you
so
for
much.
having us.
More coming up today on Idaho Today after the break.